I'm Dennis O'Hara. Welcome to this month's Coalition Chat. Joining me today are two members of Grand Theft Audio, John DeChristopher and Neil Porter, and the founders of Hope for Boston's Homeless and the leaders of Recovery Fest, the inaugural Recovery Fest on the Stoneham Common on September 24th, Lois and Frank Gould. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Thank you.
I want to start with Neil and John. Grand Theft Audio, tell us a little bit about the background of the band, how you got started, what types of songs you perform. But first question, am I to assume that at least one of you is a video gamer?
No.
Just came
No,
up with the name?
the name.
Well,
Actually, I was working.
It's very similar to a popular video game. That's why I asked.
Right, that's where the name did come from, because I'm a technician. I was working at somebody's house and I was trying to figure out a name for our band, which is hard to do. And I was moving their TV, and they had that game Grand Theft Auto on their TV. So I called up Paul Gianelli and I said, "What do you think of Grand Theft Audio?" And he said, "I like it. It's got crime in it, and it's a good name."
And so when did you form, and where do you mostly perform, and what types of music?
I'm going to take. Go ahead, Neil. Yeah.
John started way before me, so he'll start that part of it.
Well, all right. Well, I only joined the band 8 years ago, actually, 2014. But I go back. Neil and I go back to 1975. Believe it or not, I played in a band called Trigger, which was a popular band in Stoneham when we were junior high and high school kids. And Neil knew all the guys in the band. I'm from Melrose, but Neil and all the guys were from Stoneham. And that's where I met Neil, was through this band Trigger. And little did I know, or anybody really, that Neil was such a great singer and such a great musician. He kind of would come to our rehearsals and come to all our shows, and was a music fan, but back home, he was singing in his bedroom. And so anyway, years later, 2014, they asked me to come and sub on a gig for them. I hadn't been playing for a long time, and I did the gig, and then I stayed with them. But we go back a long time. We go back almost 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we asked John to join us is because we noticed that he had retired from Zildjian, and he had Paul says, "See if he'll play with us." I said, "He's famous now. He doesn't want to play with us. He's hanging around the Ringo, and so Paul said, "So just ask him." And John's had a great time. We've had a great time ever since he joined the band. We had some unbelievable nights. Like what I was saying is, who's better than us? We have such a good time.
Yeah.
And it's great.
And so, John's the drummer, and Neil, what are you in the band?
I'm sorry, Dennis, one more time.
Oh, John, I know that you're the drummer. You said, and what is Neil's in the band?
Oh, I'm vocal and rhythm guitar.
Right.
Yeah, and my wife Charlene sings with us also. So, and Paul Gianelli and Paul Candelori are two guitar players that everybody sings in the band.
So I know just about everybody in Stoneham has heard you all sing either at the Chamber Music Series or one of the establishments. But for those that maybe haven't talked to you or heard in a while, give us a preview of September 24th. What can we count on here?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so we're actually the band's going to start up again next week on the 17th. It's our first show since about a month ago during the summer. We pretty much take the summers off just for a variety of reasons. But so we're going to start up again on the 17th at Palmer's, and then the 24th we'll do because probably a lot of the same people, or I shouldn't say a lot, but many people will come to see us on the 17th. It will also come on the 24th. So we'll do a different show, and you can expect to hear some Beatles, some Allman Brothers bands, some Rolling Stones, some Who. If Charlene is there with us, we'll do some Fleetwood Mac. And I think the great thing about what I love about this band, I think Neil will agree, is the repertoire that we have is unlike I think most bands that do what we do.
Mhm.
I mean, we have a really deep bench when it comes to the repertoire, the amount of songs that we can, call an audio, pull an audio, no pun intended, at a gig and just say, let's do this song that we might have played 5 years ago one time. And a lot of times, we'll be able to pull it off. We can pull it off. So it's a pretty deep vocabulary.
And it's not all just hard rock, or rock and roll. Some of the stuff is just nice listening music too, some easy listening. We mix it up. So we'll have a dynamic throughout the show where you might do a nice slow, moody blues song, and then pick it up with a Rolling Stone song right after, So we mix it up.
Great. So we're definitely looking forward to your performance on the 24th. And I want to chat a little bit with Lois and Frank about the event. I understand that the two of you are the ones who conceived of this event and decided that it would be good to bring it to Stoneham. And you're also the ones that connected us with Grand Theft Audio. So welcome, and tell us a little bit about what the event is all about.
Yeah, so thanks. So yeah, this is Recovery Fest. It's kind of like a celebration of people who are in recovery and being thankful for them to give back to others and to promote recovery in the community. And we're really happy that Grand Theft Audio has been kind of with us from the very beginning of the coalition, and they've helped us for years, and we really appreciate that. And we hope to make this a family kind of event where we bring people in the community together and be thankful for each other and help each other. And we all struggle with things in our families and friends. We all know people who struggle with different kinds of addictions, and people who are in recovery are in our families and our friend circle. And we're thankful to have them. And they're really people who are in recovery and give back to friends and family in their community are really heroes to us, and we want to celebrate them. So, and we're thankful for having Grand Theft Audio come and help us do that.
That's great.
And
we're definitely honored to be asked too. Believe me, it's we, like you say, we all know people that have struggles, and it's nice to be on this end of it. Not the suffering end. And you get some great speakers up there that really touch your heart when you listen to them. So hopefully people will show up and listen to what has to be said and create more awareness of the issues, and hopefully stem the tide.
Thank you. What was my next question to Neil and John as to what is meaningful to you about being part of an event like this, and you just answered the question. So John, do you have any thoughts on
No, I think
like Recovery Fest?
I think it's great what Frank said and what Neil said, and I've been a part of a number of these shows since I've been in the band, and it's really inspiring, and it's really moving when you're there. I remember it might have been the first time I was, since I've been in the band, that we did one of these shows was at Montville Plaza, maybe 2015. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Downstairs. And I remember some of the speeches, and I remember talking to some of the people, just coming up and talking to them, and it was really moving. I mean, like, I'm kind of getting a little bit choked up just hearing the stories, and as Neil said so well, just to feel like in some small way by us being there, we're sort of giving something back and contributing. But I mean, you guys are doing all the heavy lifting, really. I mean, we're just there, to sort of help in a way, but in a small way. But you guys are really doing all the real work, and I salute you.
Yeah, no, John.
Lois and Frank, so give us all the details about the event, date, time, what else is going to be going on besides the concert. Let us know.
Sure,
All right.
sure.
Well,
So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, September is, Recovery Month also. So we have some speakers lined up, 3 gentlemen that are in long-term recovery that are going to be speaking. We're also going to make it a kid, family friendly event with children's games and activities. And we were also lucky that Pizza Mia and J&B are also going to be providing food, and the Rotary Club is going to be helping out with ice cream. So I think we kind of covered all the things that people
Yeah.
will enjoy.
Try to draw people in.
Right. And
Music,
we're
pizza,
also,
ice cream.
right,
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
up in steak and cheese. And we're also going to be having a variety of raffle items as well. So the other thing I should mention too is that this event is being co-sponsored by our homeless outreach group, which is Hope for Boston's Homeless. And we've been doing that now for several years, where we go into Boston once a month and hand out food, clothing, and all types of necessities to those that are in the Boston Medical Center area. And we're lucky that we get all kinds of donations from, the community and, private donations. So that's another, big part of this, as well. And we thought it would be good for us to kind of collaborate, on this event together. So.
Now you kind of stole my thunder there, Lois, because I had a whole introduction planned
Oh,
about.
all right. I'm sorry, Dennis. Okay, go ahead.
There are people out there that, when they want to address the problem of homelessness, they'll, look at research, they'll form focus groups, they'll take 6 months to get something. You two just look at it and go, what do homeless people need? Well, they need soap, they need deodorant, they need underwear, they need food, they need everything that we need on a daily basis that they don't have. And so you just collect it and bring it to them. That's your solution. Because it's because you haven't actually formalized your organization yet, because you've just been so busy doing your work. And
Right.
so now I know that we're trying to get you the 501c3, but for now,
Yes.
we're happy to collaborate with as part of the coalition. And so this is also going to serve as a fundraiser, the raffle, right? As for the Hope for the Homeless. So all of the funds will go directly towards goods and services to the homeless.
Yes, we're going to use some of the funds, that we make for our homeless outreach. And then another objective that we have for the coalition, now that we're a nonprofit, is that we're going to start giving scholarships for sober living.
Great.
So that would be a really big help, because there's a lot of people that obviously are in need, but they can't afford.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks out there whose option would be sober living, which might not be covered by insurance.
Yeah.
That is a private pay, and they might need help, and that's something that we can help with.
Mhm.
So.
And I also want to give a shout out to our generous sponsors, Dave Gardner from Boyd's Direct, and Stoneham Bank, Stoneham Ford, and the Northern Trust Bank.
Yeah.
It's so funny because you just keep hearing the same names over and over. There's some very generous folks in this town, really,
That's
that
great.
support a lot of things people do.
Yeah, the Stoneham community has really been, wonderful. We had a bit of a crisis over the winter when I'm sure you read about it on the news, when a lot of the tents got taken down, in the Boston area, and people were left with no shelter, at all. So we put a blast on the Stoneham community page, and we literally had people pulling up like 2 and 3 cars at a time.
Wow.
Dropping off blankets,
Yeah, to our
sleeping
house.
bags. Yeah, it was really
Wow.
incredible, how the community stepped up. So
Yeah.
we're very thankful.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in awe of you guys doing this work. Very important work that not a lot of people are willing to do. And so it's very commendable.
Well, it's very personal to us because we both have children that, have struggled with either drugs or alcohol, or both. And obviously a lot of friends who were in the same position as, we are. So we like to be able to, help out
Yeah, do what we
when
can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if people want to, more information about the coalition or the Help for Boston's Homeless or the inaugural Recovery Fest, what do they do?
It's a good question.
Good question.
That's when you come in, Dennis.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you, the
You can call me.
www.stoneham.org. You can call Frank.
We
We have
have
created an
Facebook
event on
page.
Facebook, and just today I invited Grand Theft Audio to co-host it with us. So hopefully it'll be going out to all of their subscribers as well. And
Yeah.
and
And
so-
yeah, we have our save the date flyer that we've been sharing, and we're in the process now of putting together an official flyer for the event, which should be ready by the end of the week.
So you can contact us through the coalition website, stonehamcoalition.org, and we will get you in touch with Lois and Frank if you have anything you'd like to donate to the raffle, or just any questions about Hope for Boston's Homeless in general.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Neil Porter, John DeChristopher, and Lois and Frank Gold, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, and talking about the fest on the 24th. We're really looking forward to seeing everyone.
All right, well, thank you for having us.
Thank you all. We'll be in touch.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.